What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing great. Today we're talking about fireflies. Are we still getting them? That's the simple question. The simple answer is I have no idea. In fact, I don't think anybody knows what's going on with fireflies, but apparently Mojang made a video talking about fireflies very briefly. So it's called The Secrets of Minecraft, How We Invented Frogs. So yes, frogs are incredible, they're super cute, and they're really fun to watch. I have to say, tropical frogs is by far my favorite. Let me know which one is your favorite, but I think a lot of us are curious and maybe slightly concerned about fireflies, which they showcased during Minecraft Live last year. What is happening with them? Are they still coming? Well, hopefully we get some answers. If you guys are super excited for 1.19, the Deep Dark, the Warden, all of the exciting features coming very, very soon, do me a huge favor. Please consider joining the Stealth Army. Click that subscribe button. I promise you won't regret it, and I'd love to see you around here. So you know the routine, you know the drill. Let's get straight into the video.
Secrets. We all have them. Like how I secretly don't know what a frog is. Speaking of which, what's a Minecraft? Greetings, my name is Narrator. I've managed to sit in a chair, even though you can't do that in Minecraft. That's how incredible my powers of laziness are.
And I'm Marilla. If anything, I'm overqualified to tell you about frogs. I contain at least, I'm gonna say 5.
5. I wonder why she said that. The disc 5, yeah, the new music disc 5, and you can craft it using the fragments. A little suspicious.
Right.
Frogs are coming as part of the Wild update. We first offered players the chance to have frogs in Minecraft way back in 2019.
A lot of you were telling me how you prefer this frog, the one from Minecraft Live, over the current frog, the one that we're getting in the Wild update. So let me know which one is your favorite. I honestly think I'm leaning more toward the Minecraft Live frog. Not to say that the current one isn't cute and adorable and quirky and weird looking, but I don't know. This one just gives off more of a frog vibe. But yeah, I guess, we're getting what we're getting at this point.
The swamp biome was one of the biomes you could vote for us to update next. But you chose the mountains biome because apparently snowier snow was more important to you than froggier frogs. And thanks for that, because developing mountains went absolutely perfectly and was no stress whatsoever.
I think we're all going to remember the delays and the split. The split is going to go down in history. Splitting the Caves and Cliffs update, I think we'll all remember that.
When we first started thinking about swamps, we wondered what creatures to put in them.
There are plenty of real-world animals that you wouldn't like to encounter in a swamp, unless you've always dreamed of being food, like me.
I've always said you remind me of British cuisine.
Thanks, but we're not actually keen to introduce many hostile real-world creatures to Minecraft. We prefer to make our fictional mobs the dangerous ones and just pluck neutral or passive beasts from the real world.
We're a pro-nature game, and the last thing we want to do is hurt an animal's reputation from its appearance in Minecraft. We'd rather hurt it through poor dietary choices.
Sadly, that's true. Originally, we were going to have frogs eat fireflies until we did some more research and discovered some fireflies, when eaten, make frogs croak. The bad kind of croak.
So they mentioned this, I think, at the very beginning of the year during Minecraft Now. I don't know if you guys remember that. We only had 2 so far, or maybe 3. And Lady Agnes mentioned that.
So I actually started to read a lot about fireflies and frogs, and I learned a lot. And indeed, fireflies are actually lots of different species, I cannot pronounce the word, but species of beetles, and some of them are poisonous. So we decided to change the design, so we don't like encourage players to feed the real frogs with fireflies, because that could be harmful for the frogs.
And I do agree with Mojang that they shouldn't be able to eat fireflies, but that doesn't mean you don't add them into the game. And although they haven't come out and said that, I'm a little concerned at this point that they might be heading in that direction. Like I said, Mojang hasn't come out and said, hey, we're not adding fireflies, but my main concern is just because frogs should not be eating them doesn't mean you should axe fireflies completely. Like, just delete the entire idea from 1.19 when this update is about immersion, the feeling, the energy you get from entering these biomes, and fireflies, in my opinion, makes swamps better. As of right now, the mangrove forest is a really beautiful biome, but it does feel slightly empty. So having an entity or mob or something like fireflies, we don't even have to call them fireflies. They could be called a billion different other names if it's just better, if it's safer for frogs in the game and in real life. Like, you don't want people to mistreat frogs, so call fireflies something else. Maybe shiny bugs or sparkling insects or, I don't know, lightning something. I'm sure you guys can come up with better names than I can, but I guess the point is, if we're trying to make sure that animals are safe and nobody actually harms these creatures in real life, just give them a fictional name. Just give them something that's completely made up. It doesn't have that impact that it would otherwise. That's just a suggestion. I think at this point, I'm just trying to say there's always a solution to a problem instead of just completely removing the idea.
Encouraging players to feed a mob something bad for them is a mistake we very nearly made here. We certainly never made a mistake like this before.
Squawk! Chocolate chip cookies! Squawk!
Let me know if you guys were playing Minecraft back then when you could actually feed a parrot a cookie. Like, you're OG for sure.
Silence, Jonathan 2.
You named your parrot after your ex-husband?
Of course not. His name was Jonathan 1.
Still, at least fireflies can update their purpose in Minecraft on their CVs.
Instead, frogs will be eating the same thing I do. Slimes.
Since slimes are also a creature of the swamp, we thought it made sense. However, it has changed one of our bright ideas quite drastically.
Originally, frogs that ate a steady diet of fireflies would process them and then produce a new light source block from their... well, you get the idea.
Is that scientist we consulted when developing this still speaking to us?
Yes, but the words they're using are best not repeated here.
Obviously, a frog eating slimes and producing light makes no sense at all.
So instead, the devs decided if a frog eats magma cubes, it'll produce light, which makes perfect sense.
They could have done something like the glow squid. We have a glow squid and a squid. Just add like a glow bug if you have to. You don't have to give it anything else. It just glows and it moves around. And there's so many cool ideas out there. I was discussing this on Twitter earlier, how I'd love to see like glow bugs in like a jar or a lantern or something. And then like the light just sort of disappears over time and slowly comes back. That would just be perfect for builds. But fingers crossed. I'm still optimistic, just still at the same time concerned.
Why they'd eat magma? Well, slimes are cubes and magma cubes are cubes. Perfectly logical.
Aren't you made of cubes?
Yes, but they eat magma, and I was recently voted coldest man alive. Let's leak some top secret concept art.
What, that's the concept art?
No, couldn't find any, so I drew this myself. What do you like most about it?
Ooh. Here's some actual concept art that I stole.
Ooh, here we go. This is exactly what I was waiting for, guys. You remember when I covered the Warden version of this, which is a really good video? I have a link down below if you didn't catch that. But they showcased a lot of Warden concept art, and it was so cool. They had like 30 different designs.
Mine was better.
That blue one was so cool. What? Wait a second. How do we get back? There we go. Wow. This has to be one of the coolest looking frogs ever. What happened? What happened, y'all? No, we could have had an amazing frog. That's so sad. R.I.P.
Mine was better.
These are the 3 currently planned types of frog and the respective biomes you'll be able to find them in.
You might be wondering why the pale frog appears in the warm biomes, rather than, say, snow.
Nope.
Well, it's because pale frogs are more suited to hot environments than you might think. See, some African frogs turn white in the heat of the day to reflect light and keep cool.
Is that why you're so pale?
No, this is just what my face looks like after I check the ratings for episode 5.
This is episode 5? I'm really enjoying these videos, honestly. I'm glad Mojang keeps producing these type of videos. And they're funny.
And there you have it. We hope you've enjoyed this primer on our new adorable amphibian.
And we'd also like to thank whichever fan it was who sent us these frog costumes.
What frog costumes? No one sends us anything, apart from cease and desists.
Food! Finally food!
Alright guys, well, I'm going to keep covering these videos as they release them. They always give us some teasers and some new information, sometimes at least, but they definitely give us some concept art, and I always appreciate that. As of right now, you know, you can flip a coin, heads or tails, it doesn't matter, but we don't really have enough information about fireflies. It looks like they found other solutions to keep certain features that fireflies initially were going to have, but they haven't come out and said, hey, we're not getting fireflies. In fact, they could just give them a new name. They could redesign them. They could find a way to make it work in 1.19. So I'm remaining optimistic. Share your ideas down below. What else would you guys like to use fireflies for in Minecraft? And I want to say thank you for watching. Notification Squad, y'all are the goats. And I'll catch you all in the next video. So take care. Peace.